Please remain standing for the pledge and the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. Henry Santabria, the proud principal of Lincoln Park Academy. And on behalf of the administration and faculty, it is my distinct honor to welcome everyone to the class of 2018 commencement ceremony. Before we get started, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our distinguished guests here with us today. Dr. Donna Mills, School Board Chair, representing District 3. Ms. Debbie Hawley, Vice Chair, representing District 1. Ms. Catherine Hensley, Board Member, representing District 4. Mr. Troy Ingersoll, Board Member, representing District 5. Mr. E. Wayne Gent, Superintendent of St. Lucie Public Schools. Dr. Jonathan Prince, Deputy Superintendent. Dr. Helen Wild, Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Kevin Perry, Special Assistant to the Superintendent. Ms. Lydia Martin, Executive Director of Schools. Dr. Michelle Harrington, Principal, St. Lucie Elementary School. Ms. Lillian Beauchamp, Principal, Manatee Academy. Ms. Candace Stone, Assistant Principal, Lincoln Park Academy. Mr. James Sloan, Assistant Principal, Lincoln Park Academy. Ms. Linda Octavi, Assistant Principal, Lincoln Park Academy. And Mr. Anthony Loop, Chief Executive Officer, Early Learning Coalition. I would like to call our wonderful Superintendent of St. Lucie Public Schools to the podium, Mr. E. Wayne Gent.
Good morning, everyone. Glad you could make it. Glad we're all dry inside here today. The mission of the St. Lucie Public Schools is to ensure that all students graduate from safe and caring schools equipped with the knowledge and skills and desire to succeed. The key word being in there is graduate, so that's why we're here today. And then with our graduation in St. Lucie County, we have great news. Let's talk about the class of 2017 before we talk about the class of 2018. The class of 2017 last year was ranked 5th in the state of Florida in the graduation rate. Over the last 3 years, we've gone from 45th to 5th. We were #1 on the Treasure Coast with our graduation rate, and with our 6 comprehensive high schools, we had a graduation rate of over 94%. That is something to celebrate. But the news is even better for the class of 2018. Even though the official stats will not come out from the Department of Education until sometime in December, we are projecting that our 6 comprehensive high schools, we will have a graduation rate of between 95 and 96%. So congratulations. Over the next few days, approximately 3,000 young men and young women will receive their diplomas. They will have earned over $33 million in scholarships. They will be attending the top colleges and universities in the country as well as in the state of Florida. Some of our students will be entering the workforce upon graduating, and many of them have earned industry certification, which will give them the credentials that will enable them to earn a competitive high salary immediately. 2 special groups of folks that I want to recognize as well, and this is all about service to others. We have a program called A Promise is a Promise, and I think there's approximately over 30 young men and young women from LPA's graduating class, as well as almost 100 from the graduating class with all the schools this year. And what that means is A Promise is they're going to college to be teachers. And after graduating from college, they have a job waiting for them right here in St. Lucie Public Schools. And then finally, I want to especially recognize those young men and young women who will be serving and protecting our nation in the armed forces. Please join me in congratulating these young men and women for their brave service to our country. And the key word there being service. So seniors, I'll close with this. I understand in Mr. Guy's AP history class that there is a poster on the wall. And that poster says the following: if you want to be happy for an hour, watch TV. If you want to be happy for a day, go to an amusement park. But if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, go out and help somebody. Congratulations, Greyhounds.
Thank you, Mr. Gent. It is with great Greyhound pride that I stand before you this morning at this joyous occasion. Today is a day of celebration, a celebration of the commitment and dedication set forth by the 208 seniors of Lincoln Park Academy, class of 2018. As a premier school in St. Lucie County, we challenged our seniors to set high standards for themselves and to work hard to achieve their goals. Today is the end result of that challenge, a culmination of achievement and successes. Today is the celebration of their success, which will now become the on-ramp toward their future endeavors and lifelong journey toward the fulfillment of their dreams and goals. Graduates, I've had the honor and privilege of knowing the majority of you since your arrival at Lincoln Park Academy in 6th grade. I have watched you grow from the young novices you once were in middle school to the confident young men and women before us today. You all have been held to very high standards, and rightfully so. Many of you have extended yourselves by completing the most challenging and rigorous courses our school has to offer, like the IB Diploma program, advanced placement, dual enrollment, CAPE Academy, and Project Lead the Way. 32 of you have already earned your associate's degree through dual enrollment from Indian River State College, in addition to your high school diploma. 72 of you are eligible for the IB diploma, which can earn you college credit. 33 of you are graduating with industry certifications, career ready and marketable for the workforce, while several of you have committed to serve our great nation in the armed forces. 185 of you are graduating with honors and high honors. That equates to 89% of the class. As a class, you have earned over $13.2 million in scholarships, surpassing last year's total by $8 million. Outside of the classroom, many of you have taken on leadership roles, both on and off campus, through participation in student government, clubs, athletics, internships, and community events. You have chosen to help other students, supporting them through after-school tutoring programs, not only at LPA, but at other schools. Our student volunteer hours are one of the highest in the district, which clearly demonstrates your commitment to serve and give back to the community. You've led the way in local, regional, state, and national competitions, garnering titles, superior ratings, and awards in athletic competition, music performance assessments, theater, and science fair competitions. As you depart the hallowed halls of our beloved school on your journey onward, each of you will carry forward the rich memories that filled your hearts and your minds during your years at Lincoln Park Academy. It has been my distinct honor to have shared in your learning during your time here at Lincoln Park. On behalf of all the teachers and staff, we wish you all the best in all you set out to do. Always remember these core values, which are the cornerstone of your time at Lincoln Park. Integrity first, doing right, even when no one is looking, because it is right to do right. Service before self, serving others who are in need and unselfishly giving back and paying it forward. And lastly, excellence in all you do, giving your very best, even in the face of adversity. That is all anyone can ever ask of you. I leave you with this quote from Dr. Seuss's famous, "Oh, the places you will go." You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Use the knowledge you have gained to change your thinking and remove any doubts you may have. Learn to create your own path and not walk in someone else's. And finally, choose the direction you want to head in and take action to get there. You have the tools. Now use them to unlock your future and reach your goals. Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize our perfect attendance recipient. Lincoln Park Academy is proud to recognize one student who has had perfect attendance throughout her entire educational career. She has not missed one day of school since kindergarten. I would like for Milka Dormius to please come up to the stage and be recognized. Congratulations, Milka. At this time, it is my honor to introduce to you the president for the class of 2018. He has been an advocate for change and a true representative of the senior class, listening with an attentive ear to the needs and concerns of the students and living up to the school motto, "We do right because it's right to do right," by putting the student body first. Please welcome to the podium your class president, Devon Bradley.
Good morning, honorable school board members, Superintendent Gent, respected faculty and administration, parents, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2018. I want to thank you for being here to celebrate such an achieved group of graduates today. I am yet again honored and humbled for the privilege to stand before you giving this final address as your senior class president. Before I begin my speech, I would like to take the opportunity to acknowledge and honor the parents, grandparents, and loved ones who could not be with us today. It would be absolutely unthinkable if I stood here and did not acknowledge my grandmother, as well as your loved ones who worked so hard to ensure this moment of success, but could not be present today due to unexpected tragedy. I would also like to acknowledge and honor our friend and classmate, McKinley Altona. We will always remember your light, smile, and drive. While simple mention will never do our loved ones justice, we do say we love you, and we will forever remember you. When this journey first began, it was so apparent that we were all occupied with beautiful, unfiltered goals, even after a few trips to Dean Drummond's office, but we were ready to take on anything. And looking around now, I don't see much difference other than this being the final stop on this journey. I still see strong goals and passion like nothing else, and that is what will drive our visions into fruition. Our combination of dedication and perseverance to our visions is what makes this the best class to ever graduate from Lincoln Park Academy. They know. Today, the graduating class of 2018 stands united as ever. My biggest goal as class president was to end our year not only united, but accomplished in terms of making our mark in our school's history. Today, the class of 2018 has made our mark in our school's history. On this historic day, Lincoln Park Academy is recognizing our dual-enrolled students in the form of a commendable blue and silver cord. This cord has been awarded to students who have completed their AA degree, along with earning their high school diploma. I want it to be known that our senior class has set the precedent. This class has set a standard of excellence for classes to come. I want to thank all of you for your roles in making that happen. As a class, we have made incredible memories. My personal favorite is perhaps the one we are making right now, mostly because we get to leave and never come back. And while these high school days never end, let us not forget the smiles, the memories, and the amazing individuals who helped us grow and experience friendship and love over the years. During the process of writing my speech for today, I realized that for the first time in my life, I was at a loss for words. What do I say to you? How do I say it? Could I play it off with a cute and relatable topic and have all of you forget every word by the time I sat down? No. The theme of my address today is, the time is now. To act. As young people, we are often told that there is not much that we can do to change the world. We should know that to be very false, as each of us possesses a tool so powerful, a vote. This November is a very crucial election. Stay vigilant, pay attention. We are living in a world where school shootings are as American as apple pie, and hate speech is just normal conversation. I never imagined my classmates and I becoming activists, and it not being by choice, or young black males constantly being reminded that their lives don't matter, or perhaps the blatant discrimination in today's society and it simply being a normal way of life. And as dismal as it is up to us to fix it. We must eradicate hatred in every form. Let us not find ourselves in an inconsolable place, but a place of determination and forward thinking. And while these topics are uncomfortable and difficult to discuss, one must question what the mountain of responsibility does to our youth, especially the ones who can't just ignore it. The time is now to discuss mental health. As young growing minds, it is imperative that we all understand how crucial our mental health is, and we fight to change the stigmas surrounding it every day. The world is not always a ray of sunshine. Know that you can take a personal day. Your mental health and physical health are both equally important. However, before we can change stigmas, we must first comprehend that mental illness is not always deranged physical movement, but perhaps sitting right next to you. It is silent, It is a smile. It is real. Let us open dialogue regarding mental health in our schools, places of work, and our homes. Through it all, class, keep your happiness and mental health as a principal priority. While discussing current topics is important to our future, it is also comforting to point out how far we have come and why it's so important that we continue moving forward. In today's society, women have the freedom to achieve endlessly. Minorities can become president, whether that's over a senior class or the United States of America. Love has the freedom to roam without boundaries, and with a lot of work and dedication, everyone can come together as human beings. With that being said, the time is now to be stronger together. And while that is a very powerful statement, let us not use it as an excuse to not discuss marginalized groups or problems at hand, but incentive to fix the problems so we can truly be stronger together. In the end, we will come together as one to knock down walls, and that is what makes us great. We must continue to fight to overcome obstacles, to break boundaries, and leap beyond all barriers. Finally, the time is now to discuss our next steps. Who do you want to be? What do you want to be? Where do you want to go? The world truly awaits you. The next doctors, lawyers, teachers, actors, engineers, trade workers, and most importantly, that passion to achieve anything you want to achieve. Take the time to meditate and truly discover what makes you come alive, and then, class, go do it. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." Don't let anyone tell you that you can't make a positive impact or achieve a certain thing. Always speak up and speak out regarding what is important to you. I truly envision a world where unity and peace are simply at reach. This is the generation of change, and to my senior class, I say to you, make your impact, make your mark on the world. The time is now. Thank you.
Thank you, Devon, for those inspiring words. The next student I'm about to introduce has been enrolled at Lincoln Park Academy since 9th grade, coming to us from Forest Grove Middle School. It is my pleasure to introduce the Lincoln Park Academy Class of 2018 Salutatorian, Haley O'Brien. Haley has been a member of the high school band for 4 years, rising to principal flutist. She was also the co-founder and vice president of the school's HOSA Club. Haley was recently awarded an internship at Yale University, having the opportunity to work with the Melinta Therapeutics and Nobel Peace Prize Award winner, Dr. Erin Duffy. She has a weighted grade point average of 6.60. I present your salutatorian for the Lincoln Park Academy Class of 2018, Haley O'Brien.
Good morning, school board members, Superintendent Gent, district and school administrators, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2018. As we are gathered here today and reflecting on how we have changed this year, it is important to recognize that this will not cease. The brain's plasticity is a scientific concept in which the brain has the ability to change and adapt as a result of experience. One of two specific types of plasticity is called structural plasticity, and this is where the brain can actually change its physical structure as a result of learning. You've all had to take a biology course or two to be here today, so I'm sure it's pretty crazy to think that our brains, such an important and integral structure to our very existence, are still able to develop and change from learning. And in a way, our brain then becomes the perfect symbol for our own humanity. We are still very young, and we're making the first significant step into creating a future for ourselves. Throughout our journey outside these doors today, you will get that job, get a raise, get into your dream school, or find complete and total happiness within yourself. Along the way, we will face rejection, setbacks, and bumps in the road. It's a part of life, but thankfully, our brains have already begun to work with us to ensure that we only come out of it stronger than we ever entered it. Throughout our time in high school, we've all had opportunities to better ourselves through clubs, organizations, extra classes, or even social interaction. Every single one of these experiences ultimately has shaped us for the better, and that person is about to make a difference in our world. Coupled with this class's extraordinary drive to succeed and our willingness as students to adapt to the situations that may be thrown at us, there is no doubt in my mind or anybody else's that not only are you going to leave a significant mark on this school, but on society as a whole. Something my own brain had begun to comprehend over these last 4 years is the importance of compassion, whether it's for others or even for yourself. Although it feels amazing to be the best at what you do because you worked so hard for it, that success won't always mean as much down the line if there was no passion or drive to back it up. Not to pull out a mom quote, but if I could go back in time and redo these last 4 years with the right things in mind, I would in a heartbeat. And because of this, and with this platform I've been granted today, if there's anything you can take from what I say, it is to do everything with love and with contentment. We are all capable of extraordinary feats, and many of you sitting here today have already accomplished some. Full rides to universities, winning worldwide competitions, or being recognized as community figures. It's absolutely insane that you guys have done this. And I just hope that you all keep that passion and love within you. Because as we go off to college, to work, or to the military, that love will keep you going and push you to excel even more. That passion will keep any failures or setbacks at bay and while you continue to conquer your biggest dreams. There is not a single person graduating today that cannot do this. You are all wonderful individuals, and you've all taught me so much, whether it was chemistry, thank you, Alex, or it was self-reflection. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being such a wonderful class to be a part of. The world is not ready for us, and I know that at the end of the day, you will all be happy and successful no matter where you go or what you do. I always argue that the brain is the most important organ, and it is, by the way. And thankfully for us, it's smart enough to know that changes do occur and that we constantly develop as people. It will stick with you throughout these changes, so make sure you reward it with that extra dopamine and knowledge. Our brains aren't fully developed yet, so expect to change a bit throughout your journey, but keep that love inside you and you will always be the best you can be. I cannot wait to see you guys on the news or in the newspaper if those are still around, but you all have a special place in my heart, and I truly wish you the utmost happiness throughout your lives. And if I may, I'd like to say thank you to my family, to my dad for your relentless support and stability. You've worked my whole life to make sure I could have everything I needed to be here today. And to my mom, for being my best friend and mentor through everything, even when I thought I couldn't do it anymore. And when I'm a neurosurgeon one day, I can finally take care of you like you've always taken care of me. And I love you guys so much. I didn't cry, that was good. Enjoy the rest of your day, and congratulations to the class of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. Before you depart, it is my pleasure to present you with the Salutatorian Award. Congratulations again. At this time, it is my pleasure and honor to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2018, Hania Sharif. Hania has been enrolled at Lincoln Park Academy since 6th grade. She has excelled in all of her coursework, most notably in the area of science, and has been recognized at the local, state, and national levels for her research and work. She garnered the state of Florida's grand award, the Dr. Nielsen Ying Trophy, for her work in plant sciences, was selected as one of the top 40 finalists in the nation during the 77th annual Regeneron Science Talent Search, and has been honored with having a minor planet named after her. She has a weighted grade point average of 6.88. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your valedictorian for Lincoln Park Academy's class of 2018, Hania Sharif.
Good morning. Good morning to the school board members, and good morning to the friends, families, teachers, and countless supporters that have made this day possible. But most importantly, good morning to the graduating class of 2018. You guys did that. I'd like to begin by simply stating high school was rough. It was filled with ups and downs, and honestly, thank God it's over. Through countless late nights, complaints about classes and prom, and incredible procrastination, it is finally over. As I have made my way through all that is high school, there are 5 key things I learned that I would like to share with you today. Call it wisdom from my mere 17 years on this planet that have really felt like 50. First, whatever it is, it can always be done in the morning. Homework? No. Studying? Go to sleep. Seriously. One thing I learned in high school is that mental health is important, and it's never going to be worth sacrificing your health for a temporary aspect of your life. No, I promise, you can't catch up on that sleep, and it is not worth getting dark circles or wrinkles over that Spanish test. But thank you, Senora Gonzalez, for teaching me that I will pay in my grade book for forgetting that accent mark. But when things get hard, take it easy, give yourself time, and don't forget the important things in life. As street poet and philosopher Drake once said, sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot about the destination. And we've all had our disappointing moments in high school. I'll never forget the day I told my mom I wanted to be an astronaut, and she looked me dead in the eye, paused for a second, and said, "So who's paying your tuition?" And that, my friends, is the day I realized I actually wanted to be a doctor. Second, people are mean, and they will, I repeat, will not matter a year from now. They won't. And it doesn't matter if you're the smart kid who worked hard to get good grades. They'll always say you didn't earn it. And it doesn't matter if you're the D1 bound athlete, because people will always say athletics don't matter. But what does matter are the people you choose to keep close, the people who helped you through the hardest times of high school. Because if we're being honest, we should be worshiping our parents for dealing with us and our constant stupidity. So shout out to Mama and Papa Sharif for dealing with me and my annoying siblings on a daily basis. I don't know how you did that. We should be thanking the teachers who were there for us when we needed it. So shout out to Ms. Jensen for teaching me 4 years of English in 1. And Mr. Gray for teaching all of us that we can't get away with drinking water in the hallways. Your teachers and your parents are icons. They can't be replaced, so take a moment and say thank you. It's an experience, and although it isn't your peak, and I truly hope high school is not your peak, it is a major stepping stone into the person you one day hope to be. Every single other person and their petty drama can be long forgotten. So say bye to Felicia. You know how hard you worked. You know, and go slay the world. There are too many Felicias trying to stop you. I promise it'll be worth it. Third, and the single most important thing I learned in high school is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Sure, I might not know how to pay taxes or manage finances or deal with student loans, but I'll always remember the mitochondria. And fourth, go ahead, cry. It won't be the first time, I promise. The one good thing I learned about crying is that tears contain lysozyme, an enzyme that actually prevents breakouts. So just because your life is a mess doesn't mean your skin has to be. So let those tears roll down your face. And think Think about all the history and the pop culture we have lived through in this generation, from dabbing and flossing to a biracial princess, to Laurel versus Yanny, and to the iconic video, This Is America. Our generation and our school has been through some of the most drastic points in American history. Points that will be in history books 10 years from now. And as MSD stood strong, we stood together. And that's something none of you should forget, standing together for those who need it and for those who have lost their lives to finally force our society to change. And remember, regardless if you're white, if you're black, if you're Hispanic, if you're Latino, if you're Asian, if you're Muslim, if you're Christian, if you're Jewish, if you're atheist, if you're LGBTQ, if you are female, or if you are male, this world is your oyster, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And you can make anything come from it. And no, this is not idealism. This is truth. This is a truth that gets concealed as we age. It is a world destined to be united by the force of our voices. And I say unto you, fight for those who are not weak, but have yet to discover the strength within them. Fight for equality in a world that is not equal, nor ready for the change that is about to come. A world in which students are not scared to come to school and teachers are valued for that world. Get ready. Get ready for that world. And your friends, if Destiny's Child and NSYNC can break apart, so can you and your friends. But don't forget, Beyonce was the result. The harsh reality is realizing that your best friend today might be a stranger by next month. People will continuously leave your life. If it was good, call it nostalgia. If it was bad, call it a lesson. Fifth and the last point is that you can get ready in under 5 minutes, I promise. I think every single student here can say that they've mastered the art of getting their face beat and their hair flawless in under 90 seconds. That person wasn't me, though. But although high school seems like a race, as you try the hardest to minimize input but maximize results, it's important to take a step back. Take a step back and reflect. And that's when you'll realize how limited your time on earth is here. You'll realize there's nothing like staying up late with high school friends talking about stupid things or even amazing things. And you'll realize there's nothing like a good home-cooked meal, thank you, Mom, or a mom who actually does your laundry for you. And you'll realize there's nothing like the local taco place or the local overpriced acai bowl place. But most importantly, there's nothing like looking back at who you've become and who you hope to be. And although not the best times in your life or the peak, there's truly nothing like high school. And as Drake once said, everybody dies, but not everybody lives. So live, class of 2018, live like you never have before, because you don't get another chance. Life is not a Nintendo game.
Thank you, Hanya. Before you depart, it is my pleasure to present you with the Valedictorian Award. Congratulations. We will now have a choral presentation by the concert chorale called That's What Friends Are For.
shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Well, you came and opened me, and now there's so much more I see. And so by the way, I thank you, and then for the times when we're apart. Well, then close your eyes and know these words are coming from my heart. And then if you can remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. I need you, you need me. We all are one big family. Stand with me, agree with me. We all are one big family. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. I need you need me. We all are one big family. Stand with me, agree with me. We all are one big family. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. On me for sure. Count on me for sure. Count on me for sure. That's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. On me for sure. Count on me for sure. Count on me for sure. That's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. On me for sure. Count on me for sure. Count on me for sure. That's what friends are
Thank you, Mr. Raming and the Concert Chorale, for that wonderful, wonderful selection. Mr. Gent, as well as school board members, as principal of Lincoln Park Academy, I confirm that the candidates for graduation have met all the requirements set forth by the Department of Education and St. Lucie Public Schools. Therefore, they await your acceptance.
As Superintendent of St. Lucie Public Schools, I accept the 2018 class of Lincoln Park Academy. Mr. Santabria, you may award their diplomas.
Thank you, Mr. Gent. Mr. Gray, please prepare the class for roll call.
Hanya Sharif.
Haley Marie O'Brien.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate and recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Hafsa Saeed.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Celeste Hall.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Wasiq Rashid.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Madeline Chabib.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Catherine Herger.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Jamea Alexis Diane Wiley.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Yubin Kim.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Mitchell Lee.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Reese Peretta.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Sebastian David Suarez.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Hamza Guru Razum.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Kyra Lopez.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Beatrice Marie Reyes.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Sky Marie Jackson.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Camelia De Reyes.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Fionn Lee.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Rafael Gonzalez.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Anthony Fazula.
With honors, Amber Adams.
With honors, Fallon Ray Adesso.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Joseph Aguilar.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Manuel Alarcon.
Great honors, Malika Aladdin.
Great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Nathaniel Allen.
Great honors, Morgan Amandro.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Avi Michael Aviles.
With great honors, Luciana Elizabeth Balderas.
With great honors, Sarah Angelina Elena Baptiste.
With great honors, an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Stephanie Barajas.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Fabiola Sofia Barco Garcia.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Deanna Crenshaw Barksdale.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Lance Barrett.
With great honors, David Batista.
Harrison Bazales.
Ryan Beanie.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of the Arts degree, Benjamin Beauchamp.
Ariane D. Benbow.
Kelly Bergman.
Matthew Bowden.
Michael Bowden.
With great honors, Eden Bowman.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Jacob Boykin.
Devin J. Bradley.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Devon Bradley.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate Arts degree, Nicole Bravo.
With great honors, Tatum Marie Bombera.
Great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Nicole Cordona.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Camille Galen Carpenter.
With great honors, Lauren Elizabeth Rampy Carter. With honors, Jake Caslow.
Aaron Castro.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Ibrahim Cisse.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Mackenzie Channon.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate Arts degree, Sarah Bonds Chisholm.
With honors, Haley Clanton.
Anusha Kamora Colbert.
With honors, Dalton Cooper.
With great honors, Jared Cosgrave.
With honors, Courtney Joshua Culver.
With honors, Ryan Thomas Curry.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Rabaski Ray Darville.
With honors, Haley Davis.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Christopher DeCombre.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Amanda Sierra DeHaven.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Maria Dominguez.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Kristen Donaldson.
With great honors, Carla LaQuantesha Dormy.
With great honors, Milka Chantel Dormius.
With great honors, Kayla Droughty.
With great honors, Byron Duke.
With honors, Kayla Dyer.
With great honors, Julia Eastman.
With great honors, Alex Rafael Ikarma.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Jewel Azaria Edwards.
Jamel Farley.
With great honors, Sean Ferris.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Megan Sonia Felder.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Brianna Ferguson.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Brittany Ferguson.
With honors, Manuel Fernandez.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Kevin Flores.
With honors, Brent Fryer.
With great honors, Jarnicia Carolyn Marie Frierson.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Rachel Ann Fryer Dommel.
With great honors, Lila Fullwood.
Mendy Gamez.
With great honors, Elsa Garcia.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Terry Gardner.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Gerdoff Gellen.
With honors, Katie Elizabeth Gifford.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Armando Gill.
Great honors, Audrea Victoria Givens.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Kayla Elise Glennon.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Nastasia Guantes.
Jasmine Hart.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, George Hartley.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Maria Hearn.
With great honors, Lindsay Elizabeth Helseth. With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Leanna Hennis.
With honors, Michael Henry.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Elio Hernandez.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Isaac D. Harrington.
With great honors, Louis Himes.
With great honors, Logan Hips.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Tyler Hogan.
Austin Holmes.
With great honors, Kevin Hippolyte.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Khan Imran.
With great honors, Tamaya Armani Jacobs.
With great honors, Rebecca Jocks.
With great honors, Alexis Jensen.
With great honors, Valerie Jensen.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Jamar Bazol Johnson.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Jodelle M. Johnson.
With great honors, Beverly Brianna Jones.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Philip Cata.
Garrett Kelly.
With honors, Kevin Kicklighter.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Andrew King.
With great honors, Jordan Krummenacker.
With great honors, Morgan Ashley Cruz.
With great honors, Smit Katil.
Kenson LaFortune.
With great honors, Sierra Brooke Las Panera.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Kiana Lobo.
With great honors, Deanna Lynn.
With great honors, Zachary Little.
With honors, Kira Lonergan.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Jessica Lopez.
With great honors, Madeline Naika Lewis Justy.
With great honors, Logan Loop.
With great honors, Justin Allen Lovejoy.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Janelis Ariana Mailaspin.
With honors, Hernaldo Marcelin.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Raleigh Marchant.
With great honors, Jessica March.
Alicia Martin.
With great honors, Kudlika Mayshore.
With great honors, Steve Mazura.
With honors, Nicole Meyer.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Hannah Miller.
With great honors, Noelle Miller.
With honors, Brooke Ashton Montgomery.
Samantha Mooney.
With great honors and the recipient of Associate of Science degree, Bailey Ann Moreland.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Rochelle Boutreau-Namey. Ush.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Cheyenne Natrisha Nixon.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Daniel Ush.
With honors, Brianna Olson.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Janelle Stacy Polinas.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Camelia Andrea Parra.
With great honors, Alyssa Lynn Passanante.
With great honors, Emily Ireland Passanante.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Amisha Patel. With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Caitlin Pepitone.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Brian Daniel Peralta.
With great honors, Logan Peters.
With great honors, John Pintier.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Jonathan Powers Gray.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Alexander Prokop.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Brandon Raymond.
With great honors, Kathy Reed.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Gabriella Reynolds.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Priscilla Ribeiro.
With great honors, Parker Richardson.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Matthew Vincent Rizzo.
With great honors, Asante Sherelle Robinson.
With honors, Gabriel Rodriguez.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Jeanette Rodriguez.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Vanessa Rodriguez.
Thomas Roop.
With honors, Kevin Rosenbaum.
With honors, Miguel Angel Saldana.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Antonio Sanchez.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Adriana Sands.
With great honors, Deborah Sauvere.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Skylar Savoy.
Albaro Serafin.
With honors, Yasmin Luna Serrano.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Christopher Shin.
Roger A. Shin.
With great honors, Gabrielle Marie Small.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Samantha Madison Smith.
With great honors and the recipient of an Associate of Arts degree, Shannon Quinn Smith.
With great honors, Sonia Smith.
Tanya Sparks.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Jillian Stein.
With great honors, Gabriel Sweat.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Leslie Shenenko.
With honors, Justin Talin.
With honors, Aaron Mitchell Temblin.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Nissan Udin.
With honors, Bertel Tamalik Wallace.
With honors, Jakila Webb.
With honors, Mackenzie Webb.
With honors, Elizabeth Marie Williamson.
With great honors, Shekinah Lestacia Williams.
With honors, Tegan Waynette Williams.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Shannon Joy Wright.
With great honors, Jasmine Young.
Nicholas Alexander Zapier.
With great honors and an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, Donald Allen Zoll, Jr.
Mr. Gent, will you please join me once again at the podium? Will all the graduates please rise? Mr. Gent, I present the class of 2018 graduates of St. Lucie Public Schools. They await your confirmation.
LPA Greyhounds, I confirm you as graduates. Please turn your tassels. Congratulations.
Graduates, please remain standing as we prepare to sing our alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise for the singing of the school's alma mater.
Down in Southland where the shadows never fall, lies dear old Lincoln, a school beloved by
Thank you for that fine rendition of our alma mater. Senior chorus members, please return to your seats. I am sure you will all agree that this morning's ceremony has been a wonderful experience for each of you, your families, and all of our guests as we celebrate this great milestone. Words alone cannot express how proud I am of each and every one of you, the class of 2018. I wish you all our graduates, much success, and may you reach all of your future endeavors and goals. Again, class of 2018, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our recessional, we ask that you please remain at your place until the stage party, faculty, and graduates have completed the recessional. Mr. Gent, school board members, distinguished guests on stage, please join me in the recessional.
proudest moment as a Greyhound was receiving straight superiors at state for the Lincoln Park Academy Jazz Band. But I think I have yet to fulfill my most proudest moment because I will soon be graduating with an associate's degree, and I'm very excited.
I have had a lot of wonderful moments at Lincoln Park Academy, but I would have to say that my greatest moment hasn't came yet because that will be when I graduate on May 22nd.
I have many proud moments being a Greyhound, but one of my most memorable moments is probably a fairly recent one when I won the Young Floridian Scholarship Award in the category of foreign language. Just because it was a great experience for me where I was able to embed my culture and my academic pursuits as well as my involvement in the community, and it was a really great feeling to share the stage with other students of Lincoln Park Academy because we received many awards in that competition, and it was a great representation of the students that we have here at Lincoln Park Academy, and it was wonderful to be a part of that.
I guess during class day, I've been ever since 9th grade, we see every senior go down walk through the gym, and as a senior, it's really exhilarating to finally be doing that.
My greatest moment of being a Greyhound was probably walking across the stage for senior pinning. It was a very cohesive moment. I just felt like everyone, whether they were in IB or dual enrollment, we really just got together to enjoy all of our achievements for the first 4 years of high school.
I would have to say the best thing about Lincoln Park Academy would be the teachers, the administration, you know, they're just the counselors, they're always there for you, they're really trying to be supportive and make sure that you can do it and support you, and I think that's just the best thing about Lincoln Park Academy. We're like a family.
The best thing about Lincoln Park Academy is definitely the people you're surrounded by. From the peers to the staff, everybody's making sure you're doing what you need to be where you want to be.
The teachers really care about the students. They want to see you succeed, and so you can go back to any teacher you have and just talk to them about anything you have trouble with.
The best thing about Lincoln Park Academy, in my opinion, is most definitely the environment that we have here. I feel that we have a really great sense of a strong community here, and you can see that in the relationship between students and students with every single part of the faculty here. And it really just makes it such a great learning environment, and it allows us, especially those of us who have been here since 6th grade, to grow tremendously as individuals and in our academic careers. And I feel it's really attributes to the great success that we have here within every single class and in all grades.
The best thing about Lincoln Park Academy, personally for me since I was in IB, it was the diversity. It was the fact that we all came from different places, different schools, different walks of life, and yet we were still there to help each other no matter what.
I would like to thank Mr. Salone, Miss Allen, my mom, my boyfriend, my dad, just all the people that have got me through high school and, you know, supported me.
Definitely the teachers here, every single teacher that I've experienced since 6th grade here has influenced me greatly, and also my mother and my sister, they're a great tribute to the success that I've experienced in my high school years. They're my greatest support system, and they've taught me everything I know, and my mother has showed me how, you know, she's been a great role model and example in my life for everything that I've strived to achieve, and she's allowed me to follow every single one of my dreams and pushed me to be the best that I can be.
I'd like to thank Miss Matthews. She was my guidance counselor, and she was so influential in all of my decision making. Whenever I needed help or I had a question, I could always go to her and just kind of see what her mindset was on it, and I was able to develop my own ideas based off of what she was able to give me. Also, I'd like to thank Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray was a really great teacher, and not only did he teach us and admit his own biases, he was able to kind of show us what history could be without giving us, you know, too much of himself.
I'd like to thank Mr. Santabria for always being there and always having my back. I'd like to thank Mr. Valentine, better known as Profe, for always supporting me from a freshman on up to where I am now. I'd also like to thank Mr. Albert for always being there from a freshman, well, from 6th grade all the way to where I am now, and I can't thank him enough. And also the staff that helped me get to where I am today.
My parents for supporting me, having someone to talk to throughout all of high school.
I enjoyed LPA. I think that there's so many people outside of LPA that would assume our school is full of all these smart people and all we do is study and all we do is academic stuff. But honestly, we're just like everyone else. We care about our environment and we want to do sports and academia and like other stuff just like everyone else.